Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Glam and Gossip. I am here. Come on in and join the gossip, okay? Because it is gossip today, and it's some juicy gossip out here today. Basically, if you haven't been on the rock, nope. Before I say that, before you continue, won't you go ahead and become one of my glamorators? Okay, and it's easy. All you gotta do is just hit that subscribe button, and you are in, baby. You are one of the team, okay, of beautiful black, strong women and men. Okay, so back to the issue of this video. So Tory Lanez, rapper slash, R&B artist slash rapper, Tory Lanez was accused by rapper MegtheStallion a couple of months ago for shooting her in her foot. She accused him of shooting her in her foot. Initially, he wasn't charged, but as of today, he has been charged. But let's get into that, okay? So I do have a report here. It says rap artist charged with assault of woman in Hollywood Hills. The rap artist known as Tory Lanez has been charged with assaulting a female friend in Hollywood Hills earlier this year. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office announced today Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, date of birth 7/27/92, was charged today in case BA 490599 with one felony count each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. Okay, and then it says that the defendant also faces a gun allegation and that he personally inflicted great bodily injury. Okay? His arraignment is scheduled for October 13th in the Department 30 of the Folks Criminal Justice Center. Deputy District Attorney Kathy Ta of the Family Violence Division is prosecuting the case. On July 12th, the defendant and the 24-year-old victim got into an argument while riding an SUV in the Hollywood Hills. The victim exited the vehicle, and Peterson is accused of shooting several times at her feet and wounding her. If convicted as charged, the defendant faced a possible maximum sentence of 22 years and 8 months in state prison. The case remains under investigation by the Los Angeles Police Department Hollywood Division. Okay? So let's get into that. Let's break down this particular reporting, okay? Now, if you heard the ending of that, defendant faces a gun allegation and that he personally inflicted great bodily harm. So allegation means it has not been proven, guys. It has not been proven that he had the gun and that he owned the gun, nor has it been proven that he personally inflicted great bodily harm. Basically, what this is stating, or basically what this charge is being based upon, is whatever statements they have on file from whomever reported or witnessed or whatever in those statements. They're using those statements to formulate a charge against Tory. So let's get into this and how this works, okay? Because a charge, for people who are rambling on Twitter, going crazy and saying that Tory's going to jail for 22 years and, he's guilty, all of that stuff. People, once again, you're not guilty until you're proven guilty, okay? So basically, he has not been proven guilty. This is normal procedure. For those who are not aware of the criminal justice, and trust me, I've worked in law enforcement, I have a little background in criminal justice, okay? This is normal procedure, okay? They have to do this. It was somebody harmed. They're alleging that someone harmed them. They've reviewed all the evidence that they had on file, okay? And they're saying, the district attorney is covering her ass and saying, I'm charging him. And basically, she's not wrong for that. He or she is not wrong for that. It says her name seems like it's a female, so I'm saying she. And the thing of it is, this is normal procedure. the district attorney has the right to say don't charge or charge. And with all that is going on, this Black Lives Matter, protect black women, all this stuff is going on. I am so 100% sure she was not going to not charge him. Okay, she was not going to not charge him. What she's going to do is cover her ass. I'm going to charge him with what I have, and I will let him fight to clear his goddamn name. That's basically what she decided to do, and I don't blame her for that. Nothing wrong with that, because if further evidence comes out to prove that he did in fact harm her or shot her or intentionally inflicted bodily harm on Megan, that is a lawsuit. So now that he's been officially charged, there's the next, steps to this. He goes to an arraignment. They do a discovery, all of that. They let him know when he go on the 13th, because he's scheduled for court on the 13th. He will be advised of the charges brought against him and the evidence that's brought against him and his attorney, whoever that is. And they will have the opportunity at that time to ask the charges to be dropped. He can also state whether or not he is guilty or not guilty. Okay, at that time he has to plea, or whatever, and then it goes from there, to determine. His attorney can ask the judge to throw it out, but probably won't happen, but he has that opportunity to do that. Okay, he can also ask that his defendant whatever you want to call it, be released on bail or continue to remain on bail until an official court proceeding. And then in that time, the attorney is allowed to get all the evidence that's brought against them, and that's when he or she will prepare their case, for trial, if in fact it has to go to trial. Which, if Megan, now she's gonna have to testify. She's gonna have to testify, and if she doesn't, you know, this case can possibly be thrown out. So she got to get her ass up there and testify, as well as they're going to subpoena everybody in that damn car. So all the meat and the potatoes is about to come out, and I'm ready for it, because now everything is finna hit fusion. All the questions, all the answers, all the questions we had, answers will be provided now, because we're going to have a full-blown, possibly, case to know what happened that night. Okay, because everything gonna have to be come out the woodworks now, and I'm so ready for it. And like I said initially, holding to it, I don't feel that he shot her intentionally. I don't. I still will, stand that ground on what I said initially until he is proven guilty. As I stated before, I'm not going to prosecute someone when they haven't been proven guilty. That's the job of the judge and the juries, okay? Not social media, and definitely not me. So, and as well as not as Megan. Megan can't find him guilty. The courts have to now. This thing has gone beyond Megan and Tory. Now is in the courts of the law, and the courts of the law will make that final decision as to who is guilty and who is not. So why everybody jumping in a frenzy and, oh, you said this and for all y'all weak motherfuckers that was going against Megan, going with Tory, what y'all gotta say now? I'm gonna tell you what I gotta say. The same damn thing. I will not say he's guilty until all the evidence has been presented and the court of law have found him guilty, not social media. So okay? And that is where I'm going to leave it. And I can have, that's my opinion. I can stand on that. and I can also recant. And if in fact he's found guilty, I sure will. I'll come back and say, well, that's his ass. Okay? And kudos to you, Megan. But next time, for us to stand with you 100%, you need to stand with yourself 100%. You need to love yourself 100%. Never love a man before you love yourself. So at the end of the day, that is why I feel the way I feel. Stand up, women out there. If you're harmed by a man, stand up for yourself. Stand for your rights and your love yourself enough to protect yourself first, not a man. Okay, so in these problems, in these situations, we'll not have to go into such a who believes who and who is right and who is wrong type of situation. We'll know to stand with you 100% until the final proceedings. Okay, prayers are for the both of them. I don't think no one wins in this situation because it is two black queens, a queen and a king, that has gotten in an unfortunate situation, and I don't feel like neither one of them win in this. Okay, because someone was hurt, and now one of our black kings, one of our black queens was hurt, and one of our black kings is now possibly can go to jail, career ruin, his kid may not have food on his table or whatever. So it's not nothing to be all happy about. Okay? What it is yes, she deserves justice, and I stand on that 100% if she was harmed in the way that she stated she was harmed by him, especially if it was intentionally. Okay? And he deserves his consequence to go to jail for his actions. He needs to go to jail. You shoot someone, and especially if it's intentionally, you need to do your time. Okay? But we will see. Only the good God above, our Heavenly Father, knows what exactly happened right now, until all the evidence has been presented to the courts. So I'm not going to, again, convict this man until he's proven guilty. But I am not going to say Megan should have been shot. That is definitely not my feelings on the matter, just because I'm not standing with her 100%. I do feel sympathy for her, and I feel for her that she had to go through such a traumatic situation. But at the end of the day, that just can't make me stand with her 100% when she didn't stand with herself 100% in the beginning. So I hope this teaches her a valuable lesson. And I hope this situation brings about a valuable lesson in our community, the black community, that is, as well as any male or female out there that has gone through this type of situation. Okay? Especially the victim. Please stand up for yourself. Please love yourself enough to speak your truth. Okay? Don't protect someone that obviously, if they intentionally harm you, they didn't care enough about you to prevent you from being harmed. So don't care enough about them to protect them from their consequences. Okay? Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Again, I know there are sides out there that's going to believe what they want to believe, going to have their own opinions on this. But again, people, we have to learn to agree, to be able to agree and disagree. Everyone doesn't have to think the way you do. That's why we have diversity, okay? Because diversity brings about change, okay? We need to learn how to hear one another out. Just because you don't like what they're saying doesn't make them a bad person, okay? And I always welcome differences in opinions. I love differences in opinions because it helped me think in different ways and see things in a different light, So kudos to, everyone that was standing with Tory, and kudos to everyone that was standing with Megan, because they both need support through this situation. Somewhere something went wrong that night, and there's something definitely wrong if a man got out of his car and literally shot a woman with no regard. Okay? Something up there ain't right. Okay? So if that is the case with Tory, he needs mental help. Okay? And he needs prayer. Okay? Don't always be ready to condemn someone. You never know what they went through. And obviously, Megan had to feel, I would say, sympathy for Tory because she knows something personally about him that's messed up there. So, trust me, he needs it. So, I'm going to say this. I'm so ready for the court proceedings to come through so we can all have our answers to this situation and all move on from this and all learn a valuable lesson from this, because I'm sure it's going to help someone when it's all over and done with. Okay, so again, love you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you will subscribe and come back and be one of my glamorators, like I said in the beginning of this video. Love you, love you, love you. Stay blessed. Love yourself. That's the only way you can genuinely love others. Okay?